Joining us in studio today is the creator of the Big Break Leagacy, Ezra Ndwandwe. Good to have you. Welcome, Ezra.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
Yeah, it's good to have you. What is the Youth Entrepreneurship Fund? What's it all about?
Well, what the Youth Entrepreneurship Fund seeks to respond to is an environment wherein young people really get discouraged to pursue entrepreneurship as the first opportunity or as the first option, based on the consequences, on the risks that are associated with having to raise capital for your venture. I'll paint you a scenario. If a young person has got an idea that they wish to commercialize, basically they will go to a financial institution and ask them for a loan, say of 100,000 rands. But if that venture doesn't really take off, the consequences of that are just simply dire and very discouraging to young people. What would happen is that because of that loan, you could actually be blacklisted if you can't pay it back. You could be rendered insolvent. You could also be in a position where you can't find employment purely because of that. So what the Youth Entrepreneurship Fund seeks to respond to is to make it easier by way of giving young people a grant of a certain amount, depending on what package they subscribe for. And then, I mean, they can go and start and test whether or not they are entrepreneurs.
Yeah, let's talk about this, the subscription and the type of packages and benefits of the fund that you have.
There's 3 packages that a young person could subscribe to, and all 3 of them are quite reasonable and affordable. So if a young person wants to take a startup kind of subscription, which we call a silver package, they will pay 2,000 rands over a period of 12 months, which works out to 166 rands per month. And at the end of that 12 months, they get access to 100,000 rands grant funding. So in a period of 12 months, we then take them through making sure that training and workshops, we take them through a process of business validation. By the time they finish the 12 months, we know that they're both business ready and they're market ready. Yeah. So they access the grant, and the grant assists them to start a business. Yeah. Second package is really accessing 500,000 rands. That's a grant funding. And the third package, you access 1 million rands. That's also a grant funding. And of course, I mean, the difference would be the amount of money that you pay or that you commit on a monthly basis.
Yeah. So I mean, it's really, it's not something that you just give away. I mean, what I've gathered, this is, you closely monitor this. I mean, this is,
of course,
you
yes.
take a vested interest in these companies.
Of course, yes. You can't just really give it as just a grant and not monitor how that money is being spent. I mean, otherwise you run the risk of somebody taking the 100,000 and buying themselves a plasma screen.
Exactly.
You know, and you don't want that. What you want to do is to make sure that the companies are ready and they are right, and you also monitor how the grant is being spent.
Let's talk about some non-financial support services that you offer as well, because that's just as important. I mean, it's good to have the money, but you also have to have the know-how of how to be an entrepreneur and start this business. Sure.
The reason why we spread the commitment fund in terms of 166 rands or 2,000 rands and annual is because we want in that 12 months to train you. We want to get you ready. We want to expose you, because many of the entrepreneurs fail not because the money is not there, but because they are not ready mentally to go into that kind of an environment. And what we seek to do through this is to get you ready mentally and to get your business model ready for investment. So if you actually don't know what it means to run a financial strategy, we assist you to develop a financial model for your own business. We assist you with HR, we assist you with ICT, and all of the requirements that would make your business a successful business. By the time we're end of 12 months, we know that we've done the best that we could to ready you for the entrepreneurship world. Because I mean, if you're not ready, chances are you're not going to succeed.
Let's say somebody does qualify to get this loan from you, but this funding is needed to settle personal debt, credit cards, or pay off a car or anything like that. It can't be used.
No, it can't be used for that. And that's the reason why we say, if in the event that you are blacklisted, so we don't consider that you're blacklisted, because that's also one of the hurdles that entrepreneurs have had to jump in order for them to access capital from financial institutions. However, having said that, if, for example, your business requires far more than what the package gives you, we're able as the fund to stand surety so that we are able to raise that additional capital that you're looking for. So you may have subscribed for 100,000, but your business requires a 250,000. We stand surety for you and on your behalf, based on the fact that you've committed time, you've committed resources to be able to access the grant funding. We don't want to just give it as a grant for people and not expect people to commit a little bit of their resources and a little bit of their time. It's about that. Two things that we require: time commitment, so that we are able to train and intervene and close the gaps that may exist. Secondly, is that you make a minimal contribution towards making sure that you are able to access the grant. The beauty about that is that you may know somebody who who is in your neighborhood who has a knack for entrepreneurship, but perhaps cannot afford the 166 rand. It's not so much much of money for somebody to contribute on behalf of another person. You could do it for your domestic worker's son. You could do it for your brother who is in the rural areas. You could do it for a church member.
Yeah.
You know, it's something that we encourage all South Africans to be able to participate in, not only corporate or young people, as it were.
All right, just finally, if people want to access this, because I'm sure you've got so many people now interested, how do you go about doing this?
We encourage people to visit our website, www.sayef.co.za, and register there. And once you have registered, there's also a call center number that you can call there. I mean, and they'll take you through the process of when the debits are going to run, and when you can actually access the training and the workshops. You get the schedules on where we will be in the provinces in the next year, so you are able to schedule your own time.
Fantastic. So it's sayef.co.za. Visit the website and you can go there. Another season of Big Legacy coming our way this year?
Most certainly.
Oh,
most certainly.
That's great.
Yes.
Very successful program.
Thank you.
And it's so nice that it's a local product. And that makes us happy. We're not following any international rules. We're making the rules as we go along. So well done to you.
Thank you so much, Leah.
All right. Thank you so much.
much.
Ezra Ndwandwe, who is the creator of the Big Legacy, talking to us here on Morning Live. Visit that website, sayef.co.za. Perhaps you can get him some assistance with your business. All right.